Once upon a time, in a small village on the edge of a sprawling, mysterious forest, lived a man named Thomas and his young son, Jake. Their bond was unbreakable, always exploring and learning from each other. But one day, Jake wandered into the forest, chasing the enigmatic play of sunlight through the trees. When Thomas realized Jake was gone, he was overcome with a surge of panic. Without hesitation, he plunged into the vast forest, calling out for his son. The trees were like towering sentinels, whispering warnings in the wind. The forest was known for its treacherous pathways and tales of strange inhabitants that locals believed were mere legend. As he navigated the labyrinthine paths, shadows seemed to follow him, alternately flickering between foreboding and benign. Hours turned into eerie silence as twilight cast its spell, and Thomas felt the unnerving sensation of being watched. Eventually, he stumbled upon a clearing where a group of people emerged silently from the thickets. These were the forest dwellers, people with eyes that seemed to reflect the moonlight and movements as fluid as the streams. Their expressions were guarded and wary. Thomas knew in his heart that confrontation would only spell harm, so he gently raised his hands in peace and spoke in earnest. "I mean no harm," he began, finding strength in vulnerability. "I am only looking for my son. Please help me find him." The forest dwellers, though mysterious, were not devoid of understanding. They whispered among themselves in a language that flowed like water, and then the leader, an elderly man with eyes like polished stones, stepped forward. "We have the boy," the elder said, his voice a soft cadence. "He is unharmed and curious like the deer." With a nod, Jake was brought forward, his eyes wide with the thrill of the adventure. The reunification was silent but profound. Thomas thanked the dwellers with earnest heart, promising nothing but gratitude and respect. The elder raised his hand in a gesture of goodwill as the forest dwellers melted back into the darkness, their presence lingering like the scent of pines. Father and son made their way back home, their hearts lighter, the forest a less terrifying entity. Thomas knew that not all that is strange is dangerous, and sometimes the unknown only seeks understanding. As they left the forest behind, Thomas felt a deep respect for the ancient woods and its gentle guardian.